Hey everyone, welcome back to xameliax. So today we're going to be doing some tortoise shell nails in gel, and I promise you they are not as difficult as they look. So the first thing we're going to do is mix our sheer polish. Now you might already have a sheer orange in your collection. If you do, great, you can use that. If not, you can make one very easily just by mixing a lovely bright yellow and a nice deep red with some base coat in a little tray. Mix it all together until you get the shade that you want. You can go more yellow, you can go more orange, but the key here is to make a nice sheer polish that you can use to layer up. You still want to be able to see through the polish when it goes onto the nail, as you will see. Okay, first step is to paint a lovely layer of that nice sheer polish that we've just created onto your nail. You want to make it nice and even. This is going to be the base for our tortoise shell nails, but you don't cure it at this stage because we're going to start our first layer of nail art on top of the wet polish. Now I'm going to leave all the information for the gels that I've used in the info bar down below, so definitely go and check those out. But the first colour that you're going to need is a nice light brown, and we're going to start off by popping on some little splodges. You don't have to be neat with these, they don't have to be polka dots, they just kind of have to go on in a random pattern, just as long as you leave some negative space in between them. And the reason why we do this on a wet layer of polish is because, as you can see, they will bleed a little bit at the side, and that gives you a lovely, nice, natural blend, which is perfect for this design. And once you're happy with the layout of your first layer of dots, you want to cure that layer of polish. Okay, once that's cured, the next layer is going to be another layer of that lovely sheer orange that we made at the start. It's going to go over the entire nail, and that's just going to seal in that first layer of splodges that we did. This is what's going to give us that nice layered depth at the end of the tortoiseshell look. Okay, so make sure you clear your nail art brush in between each one, because now we're going to go back in with a darker brown shade. And you want to pop this darker brown shade over that wet sheer layer again, exactly how we did before, but just overlapping the lighter brown splodges, as you can see me doing here. You still want to see some of the lighter brown underneath, but we want to start layering that up and giving it some depth. So as we're going to have a lot of different layers of polish on this look, you want to just make sure it's nice and even. The polish brand that I'm using is My Gel, and I find that that self-levels quite nicely, but just keep an eye on that as you're going along. Notice how we've got that lovely channel still of negative space running all the way through. If you're unsure about where to pop your dots on this one, it can be a little bit tricky sometimes, just follow my pattern and repeat on every nail. It will look fine, I promise you. Okay, so next coat, we're going to go in with a base coat or a blooming gel, whichever one you have. They kind of do the same thing, but they just enable the polish to bleed a lot more than they've done already. So you want to pop a layer all over the nail, leave it wet, and then we're going to go in with a lovely deep, highly pigmented black just for the final layer. So taking your nail art brush again, we're going to do the same thing that we've done before, just overlap those two brown colours with the black, and this is what's going to give it that final bit of depth. As you'll see on the blooming gel or the base coat, this bleeds really nicely and gives you such a lovely blend. This actually works really well for marble nails as well, if that's something that you'd like to give a go, but this is just perfect for this technique. It's absolutely beautiful. Again, once you're happy with your dots, that can go into cure, and you could leave it there if you wanted to. You can leave it with the black spots really prominent on top. I'm going to go in with one more layer of our lovely sheer orange, just again to give even more depth. That's what this look is all about. All over the nail, cure. And then all you have to do is top it off with your favourite top coat, and you are good to go. And if you're using a nice, thick, juicy, self-leveling top coat, then any unevenness that may have come from the spots underneath, if you've been a little bit heavy-handed with those, it's all going to go away as soon as you pop your top coat on, so don't panic. And there we have our lovely tortoise shell gel nails. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, give it a giant thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, and come and follow me on Instagram. Make sure you tag me in if you give my tutorial a go. But as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.
quickly.